Alright, boys. So I'm back. I woke up with a hellish ring inside my head. Last time we danced with Lena. It was great. Best girl. I'd bang. I'd definitely bang. Okay. The ringing seemed to be coming from the depths of my consciousness. It was probably just alarm. But after I came to my senses, I realized the cause of the ringing was my alarm clock. I was right. I'm a noise smart man. Strange. Where did it come from? Why is it standing near my bed? It was 7:30 according to the clock. Olga Dmitrievna have already left, and there was nobody to force me to go to the lineup. Thus, I can sleep a bit more. I closed my eyes, but it seemed like my consciousness had already had its coffee and was ready for a long, productive day. I need to get up. I should plan my day out. After all, I need to at least find out something today. But still, nothing came to my head. Fine, I need to wake up completely and wash myself. On my way to wash stands, I met Senya. What got you up so early? Anything wrong with being up early? I don't remember his fucking voice. She looked at me if I had insulted her. No, nothing, just curious. None of your business. That's a new voice, cause I'm bad at voices. I'm better, boys. Boys. Look, I'm really fucking bad at remembering voices. Okay, sorry. That was probably really loud and annoying for your ears, but I'm very, very bad at remembering voices. Senya isn't very sympathetic, even when she's in a good mood, but today she just looked furious. The cold water perked me up, the fog in my head dissipated, and my thoughts started arranging themselves. Curiously, I started to worry about finding a good place in the canteen more than about finding answers. I brushed my teeth and was going to leave, then a quiet sound wafted past my ears. It's probably a squirrel or some other animal. I heard another sound, this time a bit farther. I walked 10 meters along the path searching for the source, nobody, just the morning forest. I returned to the wash stands and saw Miku, who was looking for something in the grass. Noticing me, she smiled and jumped up to me. What the fuck was her voice?
Oh, hello!
Oh,
hello! Good morning! I accidentally scattered my tooth powder just trying to get it all back up.
The dewy grass didn't seem to be helping matters. Are you sure that that's a good idea?
Well, why? What else can I do? I don't have it anymore! It was the land ahead!
She pouted like a child who had just had her favorite toy taken away from her. Here, I'll give you mine. I dug into my bag. No tooth powder there. Strange. Didn't I just put it there? I walked away for just a minute and now it's gone. Listen, it looks like I've forgotten it. I didn't want to tell her it has just gone missing. Knowing the sensitivity of this girl, it was safe to assume that vanishing household goods would impress her so much that her brain would reset itself in order to avoid overheating. Well, I'll be off.
Yeah, cheers! Visit us! Visit me in the music club. I'm still alone there, but
Because void fades into the freshness of the summer morning far behind me. Getting back to the leader's cabin, I took my cell phone and looked at the battery meter. Enough power for a day, maybe even less. Of course, it won't help me much in here, but still. Finding a charger in the 80s would mean inventing it. I was going to head for breakfast when someone knocked the door. It was Lena. Good morning. Good morning? Yeah, good morning. I was taken aback a bit. The events of the previous day were still fresh in my memory, but I didn't really want to speak about them. You are probably looking for Olga Dmitrievna, aren't you? Well, no. I mean, yes. Lena was her usual self, shy and easily embarrassed. The dance in the piano seemed no more than a dream. She's not here. I'm sorry. Okay then. I'll go. Okay. When Lana left, I thought that I'd been too cold to watch her, so I decided to be nice on her next encounter. Still, regardless, the morning was shining and beautiful. The bright sun was shining over the space, and time displaced pioneer camps of Yonok, warming its residents and filling them with energy to spend the whole day productively. Or in my case, to waste it in futile efforts to find an explanation for everything happening here. There was an unusually large crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen, but why were all the crowding on the porch? I came closer to find out what was going on. It looked like all the camp had gathered at the porch. There were all the familiar girls, Holger the Betrayed and Electronic. Wow, Electronic is now a girl! Pineapple soda. They were having a lively discussion. I drew closer.
Semyon. Have you seen Shurik today?
No, what's the matter?
We haven't been able to find him since early morning.
Disappearing pioneers? Well, that's something new.
But he was with you yesterday.
She was talking to Electronic.
Yes, he was.
So you woke up this morning and he wasn't anywhere to be found?
No.
Why didn't you come to me immediately?
Well, I thought that he got up early and went to a shop or something.
Did he mention it? Did he mention anything Did he mention anything yesterday? Interjected Slavia.
For example.
That he was going somewhere, for instance?
Nope.
What exactly is so horrifying about that? It's only 9 AM. He might have decided to go for a walk. You don't know Shurik. She looked over at me seriously. Well, no, I don't. But I didn't see anything suspicious in this situation.
Okay, let's stop panicking. We'll find him.
How could you miss breakfast? Uliana grinned.
Exactly. Time to eat anyway.
The pioneers proceeded into the canteen. Yet again, I had no choice where to fit in. The only free place was a table with Alyssa and Uliana. Take a seat. She pointed at a chair next to me. I sat down. Aren't you gonna eat your food? Good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Today's breakfast didn't look much different from yesterday, but it looked much more appetizing. Or maybe I'm just very hungry. Or maybe I was eager to finish it off as soon as possible to avoid yet another Uliana prank. Wanna go to the beach with us today? When? Right after breakfast. Generally speaking, relaxation wasn't on my agenda today, but if I was going to spend my time thinking why I shouldn't, I'd do it while getting a suntan. Sure, why not? Cool. She smiled nicely. I bet you're planning another prank. No, not at all. Uliana waved her hands at me.
She sure is.
Alyssa grinned.
She's always like that.
No way. I think she's right. Nobody believes me. Uliana took her tray of dirty dishes and stood up. Enjoy your meal. She said in such a way which left no doubt. Nothing good awaits me today at the beach. Me and Alicia were left alone. You know, I guess I shouldn't go with you after all. Why is that?
What's that?
Well, I got something to do.
And what exactly would that be?
She looked in my eyes and I couldn't even find an appropriate excuse. She looks weird. Look, she looks fucking weird, man. Oh, is that London? I don't even have a swimsuit.
Try mine.
You think it will fit me?
Give it a try.
I don't think it's worth the effort.
Don't be a wimp. We'll find you some swimming trunks.
Those words only added to my fear.
Wait for me by the canteen. I'll be back soon.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with waiting for her, is there? Finishing my breakfast, I left the building and sat on the stairs. Pioneers all having their own business hurried past me one by one. No one stopped by me. No one even looked in my direction. It seemed they didn't consider me a stranger, but exactly the opposite. Just another teenager their age, their comrade, you could say. I caught myself thinking about what that I had started to consider this camp and its inhabitants with not as much caution as I had on the first day. Indeed, Alicia was back in a couple of minutes.
Ready?
Ready for what?
She gave me
the trunks. Though you hardly could call them trunks. They looked like pink boxers decorated with butterflies and flowers. Actually, they were boxes. I'm almost afraid to ask, but where did you get these?
Too scared to put them on.
Well, you know, I have not the slightest intention of doing so. I appreciated his joke, but wasn't going to make myself a laughing stock.
Put them on,
she said roughly. Why don't you try them on instead? I think that color of the swimsuit would set off your eyes very nicely.
Let's make a bed.
I had no desire to upset their beds. No thanks.
Alright, you either go to the beach wearing them or you swim naked.
Weighing the pros and cons, even the second option seemed better than the first. I'm not planning to go anywhere at all.
Then I'll tell everyone that you left these trunks in my cabin.
Why would I do that?
How should I know?
She burst into laughter. I didn't want to argue with Alicia, so I decided to go to the beach in the end. But not in those flamboyant trunks. Okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Don't be late.
Don't be late.
Okay. She ran off after saying that. I dragged my feet to the leader's cabin to get a towel and hopefully something like trunks. Olga Dimitrievna was waiting for me in the room.
Semyon, did you hear about Shurik?
Same as half an hour ago. I walked to my bed and took a towel.
Are you going somewhere?
Yes, to the beach.
Wait, do you have swimming trunks? You came here without any luggage, as I recall.
Strange, that fact didn't seem to surprise her during our first encounter. No.
So what will you wear?
Good question. What? I don't know.
Wait a minute.
She walked to the wardrobe and unlocked a drawer. In a moment she had a pair of normal black trunks. Where did she get those? More importantly, why? Someone from the previous session might have forgotten them. Considering all the strange things in this camp, it wasn't really surprising to find men's swimming trunks in Olga Dimitrievna's room. Thanks. The trunks were just my size. That's nice. Just my size. That's nice, yeah. I got changed behind the cabin and went to the beach. A lot of pioneers had already gathered there, but I recognized only Alicia and Uliana. Come here! I walked over to them and sat on the sand.
Woo! I see you found something better.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Very nice. She stared at my trunks and smirked. As you can see. Come on, let's swim. I don't want to. Maybe later. I was not a fan of swimming.
Suit yourself.
The girls ran into the water. Why did they come in? Why am I not out looking fresh? Should I care about it now? So we not seemed normal. Certainly a lot of strange things had happened to me during these 3.5 days, but not one of them, taken separately, seemed at all supernatural. Especially since I didn't get any closer to finding too much is a clue. On the contrary, everything that was happening has only confused me more. What alternative do I have? I won't get any truth from the local residents. Though I doubt they even know it. Should I try to leave this place? But how far can I walk? Considering that I don't even know where I am. It turns out that my only option is to wait. After some time, the girls came back. Liana held something in her hands.
Look.
I looked up and saw a crayfish. Just a normal crayfish. Alicia's looking banging, yeah? Kinda banging. Alicia, you're banging. I'd bang a lot of girls here. Like Alicia, Slaviana, Lena. Okay, about 3 girls. I know, I'll fuck, I'll give them a treatment too. Yeah, 4 girls. Liana lay next to me and started to torment it. Leave the poor animal alone.
Why? Why, it's just a crayfish.
So what? It has a right to live too.
I rip its claws off and ask the cook to boil it for dinner.
As if we have nothing else to eat. I looked at Alicia. She seems to be totally uninterested in Uliana's fun with the poor sea creature. Tell her.
What's wrong? It's a crayfish. It deserves it.
It looked like the girls missed their lesson on nature in primary school and lacked empathy for the environment. Give it. I snapped the crayfish off Uliana.
Suit yourself.
I was a little surprised she didn't resist. I looked into the eyes of the poor animal. They didn't express anything at all, but I thought that if it could speak, it would certainly be outraged. Maybe it would even go to the UN Convention of Human Rights. To tell the truth, I wasn't sure that would help. I took the crayfish to the river and set it free.
Never mind, that'll cost more. There are plenty of them here,
said Uliana. No doubt about it, I mumbled. Time passed and I was getting sleepy. I fell asleep. I don't remember what I was dreaming about, if I was dreaming at all, but I woke up when someone shook my shoulder. I'll get a retrieveness to next to me. Look at that! She's banging too! She's banging too! What the fuck, boys? Did you come to swim too? I asked, still half asleep.
No. It's almost time for lunch, and we still can't find Shurik.
The leader said, standing before me in a wet swimsuit. And?
I want you to look for him.
It seems like I'm the only pioneer in this entire camp. I was sincerely outraged. Every time it was getting clear that Olga the Retriever considered me her errand boy to be used like a slave. Or vice versa.
If I came to you, then I want you to help me.
Why exactly? However, after giving it some thought, I decided to agree. After all, my shoulders and back got sunburned while I was sleeping, and searching for Shurik would let me get acquainted with the unexplored location of the camp. She's angry now. Look at that. Angry. Okay. It was not exactly right to wander around wearing only swimming trunks, so I should get changed first. 10 minutes later, I stood outside Olga Dmitrievna's cabin deciding where to go. Let's start by looking in our house, but it's still a stupid idea. If Shurik was hiding anywhere in the camp, he would have been found by now, of course, assuming he wants to be found. So I hardly think I can help them. Together with this thought, I entered the cabin and stretched myself on the bed. Nothing good will happen if... Fuck. Okay, let's find another place to look for. Let's look at the boathouse. Maybe Shurik decided to pick up stones near the water. In the worst case, I'll find his corpse. But I'm sure that it won't end up that way. I was crossing the square when somebody called out to me.
Wait.
Alicia came up and smiled. I immediately sensed the trap.
Where are you going?
I am searching for Shurik. Only Olga Dmitrievna asked me to.
And how is it? Exciting?
She looked intently into my eyes and I turned away awkwardly. Not really. But you know, a pioneer is missing.
Surely you're not freaking out over such a minor thing.
What do you mean? Only a few
hours have passed. Maybe he's just lost track of time while having a walk.
Certainly, I'd had the same idea, but I wasn't telling her that. Yes, that's true. But who knows what could have happened.
Let me help you with it.
With what? I got suspicious.
We're looking for Shurik.
Oh, but I can do it.
Oh, come on.
She smiled at me, but there was something malevolent in that smile. Naturally, her smile was cute enough, but it really seemed to be like there was something behind it. I think, what is it? The thing is that I think that this girl is just... yeah. Gay. No, she's in love with Semyon. Since I could not understand what's on her mind, I had no real reason to refuse. Okay.
But before we go, I have to get one thing from home.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
You're actually serious about just standing there? Let's go.
Okay. We approached Alicia's cabin. It would be just like all other cabins, if not for the jolly Raja on the door. By the way,
Ulyana is my roommate.
okay. I'm gonna slurp my pineapple soda. We entered the cabin. The complete chaos inside really reminded me of my old flat. What the fuck? No, why I thought of it as old. In general, I would imagine a girl's room differently. Snow white sheets, walls, floors, and ceiling shining spotless. But when you consider that the two most exemplary pioneers are living here, we just stood silently for some time. And what did you need to get?
Huh?
Seems like I interrupted Alicia's thinking.
Yeah. It's not here, actually. Wait here, I'll be back in a minute.
She smiled and ran on. She seems really flaky today. I began to examine the room. I wouldn't say that there had been an explosion, it was just a decent mess. Well, at least by looking at all this mess created in one pioneer session, I could surely say that I am not the messiest person in this world. The decoration of my apartment took years to be completed. I look at all those hammer and sickles. I wasn't thinking about anything in particular, was just looking around the room. Posters of Soviet artists, some books on the shelves, various household items, and then I realized that everything is wrong. Something will happen soon. Something bad. Why did Alicia leave me here all alone? There was something I had to discover. My gut told me that it's dangerous to stay here. I went to the door and tried to open it. Locked. What a surprise. How did they manage to get the cradle locked up? I don't know what to do, but I need to get out of here. I went to the window, opened it, and climbed out. Now I can go and take care of business, or I chose the second option and waited. What is the reason she had locked me up? I wanted to know what was happening. Plus, I really wanted to see Alicia's face when she found her room is empty. I hid in the bushes next to the house and waited. After some time, I heard footsteps. Alicia and Olga Dimitrievna came to the house.
You'll see everything for yourself.
She opened the door and went in. A few seconds later, she ran back out.
You know,
Alicia's face looked as if she just won the mouse catching competition, but the last moment found out that it's not a real Olympic sport.
So he just disappeared?
Olga Dimitrievna asked skeptically. I did the right thing by closing the window after myself.
No. You know,
I understand everything, Dvachaska. You and your roommate every time the same thing. Haven't you had enough yet?
but it's true.
Really, one story after another. Semyon in your cabin, Semyon harassing you. Why do you keep lying? That's horrible.
Alicia seemed really upset, and to my surprise, was not trying to argue. On the one hand, it was funny to look at, but on the other, I felt a bit sorry for Dvachaska. She deserved it, though. Our leader finally finished scolding her and left. Alicia was mad. She clenched her fist and trembled. Her face was flushed. It seemed to me that she was going to explode. I sat in the bushes and laughed quietly. However, I was wondering what was on her mind, and I came out of my hiding place, not afraid of being beaten. So, what exactly did you want to show the leader? Me? Alicia turned and looked at me with disbelief, and after a moment's surprise, turned to anger.
You.
What about me? She calmed down a bit.
I wanted to get even with you.
She smirked. Meaning? You lost.
You lost the bet, so I wanted to show the camp leader how you were stalking me.
Oh, that's a little extreme, don't you think? I wonder what wrong Algorithm Retriever could find in this situation, but let's move on. I see. Maybe I should apologize to you. I asked sarcastically.
Screw you. Oh, fuck. She went
into the house, slamming the door. I wasn't angry at Alicia. In the end, I'd expected her to do something like this. Anyway, I got through it without consequences. I was very lucky. Her confusion and embarrassments just made my day. Chuckling, I left Alicia's cabin, which was about to become my death trap. Okay, let's take the forest. But, boys, I want to say thank you for watching this episode. It's been pretty nice making it for you. Remember to, what the fuck? Ah, shit. Remember to like and subscribe. And leave a comment telling me how much I was... yeah. How much we peed on her eyes. I don't know. I have no idea. How much did we pee on her eyes? Tell me, boys. I need to save this game now. Tell me, boys, how much did we pee on her eyes? That's the question. But I'll see you all next time. Bye.